In this week's test ride, we're going to tell you what it takes to win SnowTrax coveted Real World Sled of the Year award and Supertrax Magazine's Best in Class award all in one season. We're taking an in-depth look at Polaris's 2012 Switchback Pro R 800. Polaris jumped into the crossover market in 2012 with a completely revamped platform. The all-new ProRide Switchback uses a 7-inch mid-chassis stretch to get its 136-inch track hooked to the ProRide external shock skid frame. The Switchback is difficult to single out from the original 121-inch ProRide as a result of this unique packaging employed by the Roseau Brain Trust. Our question to the Polaris chassis engineers when we first laid eyes on the sled was this: why did you stretch the sled rather than just extend it like all other 136, 137, 141, and 144-inch crossovers? Their answer was simple: it works way better stretched than it does extended. After our first ride, we agreed. The new Switchback takes the ProRide True Rising Rate external shock rear suspension to a new and as yet unequaled level of plushness. The Switchback's ability to swallow junk terrain puts this ride in a near dead heat with Skidoo's new R-Motion rear skid. It's interesting to note the 136-inch ProRide achieves this lofty ride compliance without front-to-rear or rear-to-front suspension coupling. This means the Switchback can pull sweet wheelies whenever you whack the loud handle, something no other crossover can match. This powerful weight transfer means Polaris gets more out of their 154 horsepower semi-direct injected 800cc twin. Another issue Polaris has tweaked on their ProRide suspension in model year 2012 is a significant reduction of inherent friction in the rear swing arm pivot points. Polaris went on a mission to reduce stiction. That's the operational friction which can interfere with shock and spring calibration in any suspension system. The answer was a new patented bushing material which makes the ProRide system dramatically smoother and more efficient. Okay, we've anointed the Switchback with some pretty impressive laurels and told you its ProRide rear suspension delivers an impressive ride. But there's more. For 2012, Polaris updated the Rush and the Switchback with new A-arms and spindles. These new front suspension pieces effectively make the chassis think it's longer, pushing the spindles forward and altering the variable caster response to a new level of effectiveness. The net result for model year 2012 on all Switchbacks and Rush models is dramatically improved turn-in, reduced inside ski lift, and an almost bottomless feel in response to big hits. The net effect takes this chassis to the top of the industry when it comes to handling. Polaris 800cc SDI twin more or less grabbed us by the throat and demanded our respect. This engine produces the nicest lump of trail power torque in the 800cc two-stroke class. The engine is strong off engagement and does not let up till well past the C note. While this engine is a strong performer, it is not as efficient as the ultra-clean and precise E-Tech 800 from Skidoo. Fuel mileage is most often in the 13 to 15 mile per gallon range on easy rides and can go lower when you're liberal with the loud handle. However, the Clean Fire is an oil miser using less oil than the benchmark E-Tech and as a result produces little smoke. From an ergonomic standpoint, we think Polaris has struck the best balance of rider comfort and rider-forward posture in the industry. The all-new, super comfy, flat-top design seat makes sitting to standing transitions super easy, combined with a standard handlebar riser. Our only ergonomic gripe with the Switchback Pro R is Polaris' refusal to use a one-piece handlebar with heated hooks. These add-on hookers leave your fingers hanging in the wind with no heat and are a constant source of frustration. We're holding our breath and hope Polaris will fix this long-standing issue, which relates to their continued use of a one-piece throttle block for model year 2013. The 2012 Polaris Switchback Pro R 800 took the SnowTrax Real World Sled of the Year award and the Supertrax BIC award because it does what a true crossover sled must do best. It rides and handles in a way that belies its extra track length on trails. On top of a completely transparent, uncompromised trail demeanor, The Switchback can rip it up in deep, untramped snow and climb foothills with amazing efficiency whenever it's asked. If you're looking to pull your buddies on 6 inches of fresh snow down Kevlar Lake, this 136-incher will outrun any 121-inch 800 handily. After running the odometer past 1,500 miles this season, no one around here disagreed that the Polaris 2012 Switchback Pro R800 should be anything but the SnowTrax Real World Sled of the Year.